Hello Internet, welcome back to another episode of Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected. In the last episode, we convinced the companions to come back to Grandel, got to listen to Unfinished Battle for the second time in the entire game. Finally, it only took literally 10 years. And did some side questing. This time, we're going to be doing more side questing. We're going to be starting with Steady on Granddad, because this kid's granddad has been dealing with his broken leg for more than an in-game week at this point, when we promised we would go and get the first aid kit for him, and I just remembered we had this quest, and I feel kind of bad for not having done it yet. So that's our first priority. If you head inside the junks, it's completely flooded. Huh? Well, that's odd. What's the matter, Shulk? The kid is missing. I could have sworn I saw one right here. Do you think someone took it? That could be one explanation. I hope this turns out to be nothing. Oh, Shulk, look. There's something lying over there. Huh? So there is. Looks like some kind of note. It's an inventory of military goods, and it's signed by the person in charge. Sothis, I think? Maybe? I may be wrong, but I do think there was a guard by that name in the regiment. According to the inventory, he's meant to be working to recover material from a number of caches on the Bionic shoulder. Maybe he was the one who took the kid as well. I don't think we have any other leads. Does the note list an itinerary? He might be in Nerthus Necropolis. It's the only one on the list of caches without a tick next to it. Then it is decided. Let's head there and hope we do not miss each other on the way. It's weirdly depressing seeing the junks all flooded. Just because every time we came into it, it was in perfect condition in the base game. Thank you for waiting outside, Pond Specters. That was nice of you. We still haven't gone to the Nerthus Necropolis. I could have sworn we'd done that already, but I guess not. Well, no time like the present. There is a time like the present. It is the present. The Nerthus Necropolis is one of probably my favorite areas in the game, because there is lore to it, but it's not lore that's, actually explained. There's just things that imply there's lore to it, but no lore itself. There's very little, reading about areas like the Nerthus Necropolis or the Hushlands, because there aren't people there. And usually if you're going to learn about a place in a Xenoblade game, you're going to learn about it from the people who are around there. Which is just not the case here. Why can't I remember this area? I don't remember the Nerthus Necropolis being this far out. That's not, far out in a cool way. It's far out in it's very far up from here. I guess that's it, over here. But, man, I didn't remember it being this far to the side of the shoulder. That's interesting. I'm pretty sure this entrance was actually, there was nothing inside it in the original Bionic Shoulder map in the Wii of Xenoblade, in the Wii version. And I think it was implied that this area was going to lead down into Machna Forest. This is where you got up to the Bionic Shoulder from. I've done something interesting with the place. I have to go over there just because I'm curious. I'm curious about that chest. There's no way it can be opened, but yeah. There is an item behind it, though. A quest item. Tay-Tay's Charm. Okay, well. I guess it's good we got that ahead of time. I knew there was something behind that one, but I couldn't remember if you could actually open it or not. Oh my god. It's the one thing that we killed at the very beginning of the base game. It's come back for revenge. Of course it would come back in literally a tube. Because it's dead. Oh, I have to put more gems in the Minato replica. I forgot to do that. Once you get it upgraded, all of the slots, like whatever gems you had in them, were removed, so. Alright. Popular Staff, which is one of the worst staffs in this game, and Dusk Staff, which might be good. I don't know, it doesn't give you a comparison while you're, like, on that screen for having obtained something for some reason. There's a lot of sound-type enemies in here. Mostly Arachno. Once you head up here, they can't really get you, though, because they can't jump. Here he is.
Yes?
Yes, I'm Sothis. What do you want? A first aid kit? Ah, I see. That was your boat, wasn't it? In that case, I have a request. Would you please let me have the kit? Many of our warriors have been wounded fighting fog beasts, and we have no good substitute for real medical supplies. I know I haven't earned this necessarily, but I ask you nevertheless. Won't you help me care for my comrades? Look, buddy. If you try to convince him, he won't give it to you, and you literally cannot complete the quest if you don't take it from him. What? You want to use it on a Machina? Rather than treat a comrade wounded in battle, you'd waste the kit on one of those cowardly swine? My apologies, I spoke out of turn. It was unbefitting of a warrior to speak so emotionally. I will return this to you now, just see to it that it doesn't go to waste. Here we're seeing more casual racism from the High Entia. Granted, this guy's not as bad as Galgar was, but I mean, you could argue there's no good kind of casual racism. This is the first aid kit, so I could use this to heal Granddad. That's awesome. I'm so relieved, thank you. I was afraid that if we'd had to run away, Granddad wouldn't have made it without his leg. I didn't want to be alone again. Alright, I've got to get it together. This isn't the time for crying. I've got to go and cure Granddad. Thanks a million, mister. Come see us sometime. I'll introduce you to Granddad. I bet he'll like you too. Alright, we got the replica wristband, replica bottoms, and replica shoes. Let's check them out. It's a green and blue color scheme for Shulk. I really don't like this one. It's not immediately noticeable why by just the shoes, bottoms, and wristbands, but in terms of colors, the jacket and the hood for this one look horrible. I'm sticking with the Rudra stuff. Alright. Then we can talk to Arara. Ayaya. Meh. Can't find Heropon. Can't find Garantar either. If Arara recall, designated Garantar was young bird lady? Is Riki somehow causing us problems even on the Bionis shoulder? Meh, you there, bird person! Arara, remember you! You are Garantor of Heropon! A Garantor? I don't know what you mean. No use denying, Arara not find Heropon Riki anywhere, so we'll have to extract repayment from designated Garantor. Meh. What that entail? Want to know what that entail? Standard way of repayment is, drumroll, by provision of dessert. Specifically, Arara is after dessert that bigger than Arara. Sweet, golden, springy, and also tender. Alright. Meh. Very good, very good. Firstly, friends will need bucket load of kilo pumpkin. Lucky for friends, they grow everywhere on Bionis shoulder. But more importantly, need literal cherry on top of dessert. Only sweet cherry from banks of tranquil tarn will do. And finally, skill of chef also paramount. Arara not accept unless dessert made by artisan, with Alchemoth level of experience. Rest assured that your issue will be attended to with haste. It actually won't, because we, 1, don't have all the items we need, and 2, have to do a quest for someone else before he will actually bake the cake, so we're gonna have to deal with that first. I believe right over here is Thad. Yep.
Hello.
Miss Tyrea, what a woman. So cool and aloof, so athletic, and that sharp profile, the sight of her pierces my heart and nails me in place every time. I have made my mind up. I will create my finest culinary creation yet and dedicate it to Tyrea to win her heart. Oh, how she will swoon. After all, conventional wisdom has it that opposites attract, so a powerful woman like her must want a homebody like me. You're friends with Tyrea, right? You'd want to make her happy, right? Well then you'll help me out, right? With 3 question marks so you know I'm serious? If you happen to get some cream wheat, angel bream, and gentle clams, please give them to me, okay? Okay. Oh my god, that's gonna take forever. Just to show the... whatever. Okay. We have yet another quest we need to do to make that easier. If we head here after the companions return, you'll see some companions at Hero's Rest.
How's it going?
This time for sure, I'll make sure the companions and Grandel folk never fall out again, by hook or by crook. Alright. Cool. There's more of them over there. We aren't going to talk to everyone, though. It's just sweet that you can see that they can actually come back to Hero's Rest now that they aren't staying at Companion's Cape. The reason I went all the way over to Tranquil Tarn is because later on in the game there is a quest where you can talk to somebody there, and the reward for the quest is making multiple spots where gentle clams are more common as item orbs. As a result of this, do not do these 2 quests until later in the game, because you get the same thing for cream wheat. I'm going to do them in this episode, but it is going to take significantly longer than it would take you if you just wait to do these until the end. As far as I know, this is the only item orb in the lake, though, which makes gentle clams a pain in the ass to get. Oh my god. Oh my god. All it took was me literally turning off the video game and turning it back on, and then it spawned. Right next to the junks, too. That's convenient. Okay, well, I've been recording for almost 50 minutes, and we've gotten literally 1.5 side quests done.
Hello.
Wow, you got me the stuff! I knew you'd pull through for me. I will use these ingredients to whip up a risotto that will place me firmly among the great cooks of yore. With that dish, I will find my way to Tyrea's heart. Thanks, friends. I can't tell you how much it means. Be sure that when we tie the knot, you'll be the first ones we invite. This guy's gonna get stabbed. We better use him for the quest we need him for first.
Hello.
Hey there, friends! How have you been lately? You looking for a chef with experience working in the capital? Well now, it's your lucky day, it appears. It just so happens that I am one such chef. And since I owe you for that thing before, of course you can ask me for anything. Whoa, an enormous dessert! That sounds fab, count me in. I'll get my stuff ready, so do go on ahead. Alright, well... Not priority 1-1, Sweetest debt. Now we have to get kilo pumpkins, which, as you can see, are much more abundant than any of the other things we needed for that quest for Thad. Thank God. Compass is leading me towards another kilo pumpkin, but there's an ether deposit here that I didn't know was here, so I want to see what it has. Attack stability. And attack plus. Not awful. I'd prefer muscle up for that color, but that's fine. Also got aggro down, it looks like. Should be good for Shulk. Although that would be better for Melia with the way we're using Shulk right now. I kind of want Shulk to have some aggro. That's the sweetest cherry. The kilo pumpkin looks like it's up on the area we can jump down to from the Eternal Zenith. See, I'm recording this episode a very, very long time in advance, so, like, you could be screaming at me in the comments telling me how that's pronounced. Just stop if you are, because, this series will already be fully recorded by the time a single episode is actually up. I only have up to episode 29 of Xenoblade Chronicles uploaded at the moment, so, yeah. Now we need to talk to Ayaya, or Arara. But Ayaya is funnier. Because it's like the funny meme. I love when Melia falls from a high place because she, like... She, like, plank positions. Hey, you! You late! We've been ready for ages. Can we get started already? Ah, yes, please. Alright, then bear with me just a second. I'll go and do my thing in the kitchen. You stay here, okay? And no peeking. How about that, huh? It's my latest masterpiece. I've poured my life's blood into making it. Figuratively, of course. Feast your eyes and mouth on the creme caramel colossus king of desserts. Whoa. It look incrediblicious. Such springy, bouncy texture. Such bountiful, curvaceous beauty. And most best of all, size ability to make Dino Beast look pale in comparison. It exceed expectations of Arara on all metrics, bar none! I'm happy that our efforts could evoke such jubilation. Does this take care of Riki's debt, then? Needless to say, even with interest, they're enough to make change. Hereupon chose guarantor well. Right, well, feel free to dig in. The proof of the creme caramel, as they say, is in the eating. Can Arara really... Of course. But is really okay for Arara to eat the whole thing by own self? Naturally. Alright then, Arara, accept challenge! You're eating the dirt. That go down lovely. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen anyone eat that much in one go. Where did he even put all that away? It was a number of times the size of his body. Well, not even Arara could eat more, but taste was great while taste lasted. That's music to my ears as a chef. Hey, hang on. I just had a stroke of genius. I can make another giant dessert as a surprise for Miss Tyrea. But I'll have to move fast if I want to make it in time. Thanks, partner. This was heaps of fun. I hope you'll call on me again in the future. Now that Arara think on it with full tummy, it seemed like owe big debt to friends for making friends repay old debt. Arara super chuffed that got to eat sweet thing, but really more chuffed that friends work hard for sake of Arara. Arara brimming with gratitude, also with pudding, but mostly gratitude. It's a good quest. Pointed Sleeves D, Princess Bottoms D, and Knee-High Boots D. Perfection of the meal and the party's efforts have moved Arara deeply. Alright. Let's see what those equipment pieces have for Melia. Critical up. Oh, this is the remainder of the outfit that we already got. Okay, well, critical up 25%. That's not awful. I could think of worse things to have on Melia. With that done... Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected, we're going to be doing more side quests to prepare for the fight ahead. See you guys then.